In this video, I'll be showing you whether or not to join Blacket and doing a complete breakdown of Blacket so you can decide if you want to join. To start off, Blacket is the first private server adjacent to Blooket. As you can see, Blacket is not related in any way to Blooket, which is the special part about Blacket. Let's move on to the differences. On the Blacket homepage, the first difference you can see is the stats. On the top, you have the buttons: View Stats, where we are right now, Trade, more about that later, Discord, Unlock Blooks, aka the market, and Manage Blooks, aka Blooks. Below that, you can see how many tokens you have, not to be confused with total tokens in Blooket, because this one simulates how many tokens you have currently, and not over your entire account span. Blooks Unlocked, which shows how many blooks you have compared with the total amount of blooks to be unlocked. Next is packs opened, and then messages sent, which is how many messages you've sent in chat. More on that later. Next is the leaderboard, where you can see who has the most tokens or XP. Then comes the chat, which is sort of like a mini Discord embedded into Blacket. Here is where you can chat with people, ask for trade requests, and play around with the bot. Next is the market, similar to Blooket's except with way more custom packs, some including the video game pack, Anka pack, color pack, and so much more. Then the Blooks, which is almost the same as Blooket's. Keyword almost. Under each of your Blooks, there is a list button where you can list your Blooks for a certain price on the Bazaar so people can buy them. Next is the Bazaar, which is what I was just talking about. It's like a mini eBay inside of Blacket, except for Blooks, where people can list their Blooks and people can buy them for a price. Say for example, I want the Santa Claus Blook. All I have to do is go to the pack, select the Blook, and then see what is the cheapest. Upon buying the Blook, you get the Blook, and the owner gets the tokens. The Bazaar can be really useful for buying small stuff like uncommons if you don't want to open packs for them, or buying really expensive chromas and mysticals if you don't want to sit around opening packs all day. Last few, I promise, are the settings, where you can turn trade requests on and off, and just normal account stuff. My role is currently common. If you want to change that, you can buy the Plus version for $10, which offers extra features. Let's start with, in my opinion, the most obvious one. Trading. It's been well known in the Blooket community that trading would completely introduce a new dawn of Blooket. Well, guess what? Blacket already did it. Say one of your friends are online, or you meet someone in chat. All you have to do is go to your stats, press the trade button we were talking about earlier, and type in the username of the person, once or if they accept it. You'll be sent to a trading room, as I like to call it, where you can trade blooks or tokens with each other. Same work vice versa. If someone wants to trade with you, you'll see a box on the bottom of your screen saying, so-and-so wants to trade, accept or decline. If you don't want to trade at all for, say, the whole day, in settings you can turn off these trade requests. The second pro for me is the Bazaar. As described before, it's like a mini eBay inside Blacket. You can list up to 25 items, unless if you're Plus, then you can list 100. And when you list something, people can search for it using the packs and blooks above. The Bazaar is extremely useful, especially when buying small stuff like uncommons that you don't want to bother opening packs for, or really expensive stuff like chromas or mysticals. The Bazaar is also a good reference for the prices of certain blooks. Say for example, while trading, someone says, "I'll give you 1,000 tokens for that chroma." Instead of blindly guessing, just go to the Bazaar, more trading tips in a later video. Search your blook and see if it's actually worth 1k. If it's worth, go ahead and accept, but if it is not, nicely explain to them that on the Bazaar it's more expensive than that. So yeah, that's some of the useful things you can do with the Bazaar. The last pro for me, and this is one of the smaller ones though, is the chat. You can chat with people from Blacket, and sometimes OG members, basically staff and moderators, will join and all chaos breaks loose. It is a good way to trade easily though, because you can ask people to trade through chat, and you can get usernames easily. I honestly think that Blacket is a great opportunity for people to experience things that everyone wants in Blooket. I know I'm loving the trading, the Bazaar, and the chat. Hey, if you join, hit me up on trading. The username's Unblooked. Speaking of joining, do you mind clicking that subscribe button down below to join me through future videos? Thanks. Happy blooking.